Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Kantar Kamat Sandy. You can call me Sian. My class is 8.2. Today I will tell you about the science material with the title digestive system. The digestive system is a group of organs that work together to break down food, absorb nutrients, and remove waste from our body. The main purpose of the digestive system is to turn the food we eat into nutrients that our body can use for energy growth and repairing cells. The process of digestion begins in the mouth. When we eat food, our teeth break it into small pieces, while our tongue helps mix the food and move it around the mouth. Our saliva also plays an important role because it makes the food easier to swallow and contains an enzyme called amylase, which begins breaking down carbohydrates. After the food is chewed and mixed with saliva, we swallow it. The food then enters the esophagus, or the tube that connects the mouth to the stomach. The esophagus moves food toward the stomach using a muscular movement called peristalsis. Peristalsis is a wave-like contraction of muscles that push the food forward. This means that food can move toward the stomach even when we are not standing upright. Next, the food reaches the stomach. The stomach is a muscular organ that stores and mixes food. Inside the stomach, food is mixed with stomach acid and digestive enzyme. These substances help break down food, especially proteins. The stomach acid also helps kill many microorganisms that may enter our body with food. After being mixed and partially digested, the food becomes a thick liquid-like mixture and moves into the small intestines. The small intestine is one of the most important parts of the digestive system because most nutrients absorption happens here. It has three main parts: the duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. In the small intestine, the food is mixed with digestive juice from the pancreas and bile from the liver. These substances help break down carbohydrates, proteins, and fats into smaller molecules that can be absorbed by the body. The small intestine has tiny finger-like structures called bivilli. Villi increase the surface area of intestines, allowing nutrients to be absorbed more efficiently. Nutrients such as glucose, amino acids, vitamins, and minerals can pass through the intestinal wall and enter the bloodstream. The bloodstream then transports these nutrients to the different parts of the body. The liver and pancreas also have important roles in digestion. The liver products bile, which helps the body digest fats. Bile is stored in the gallbladder and released into the small intestines when we need it. The pancreas produces several digestive enzymes that help break down our carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Therefore, the liver and gallbladder and pancreas work together with the small intestine to complete much of the digestive process. After the small intestine absorbs most of the nutrients, the remaining material moves into the large intestines. The main function of the large intestine is to absorb water and some electrolytes from the remaining material. The large intestine also contains many helpful bacteria that are part of our gut microbiome. These bacteria can contribute to normal digestive processes and overall health. As water is absorbed, the remaining material becomes more solid and forms feces. The feces are then stored in the rectum until they are ready to leave the body. Finally, the waste is removed through the anus. This process is called by defecation. So, the journey of food through the digestive system can be summarized as mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, and anus. Along the way, several other organs, such as the liver, gallbladder, and pancreas, help with digestion. In conclusion, the digestive system is very important because it allows our body to obtain nutrients from the food we eat. Every organ has a specific function, but they all work together as one system. Without the digestive system, our body would not be able to properly obtain the energy and nutrients needed for daily activities, growth, and maintaining our health. After that, we can understand the digestive system from another point of view, not only as a pathway food, but as a process that changes food into useful substance for our body. First, food contains different nutrients such as carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and minerals. However, most of these nutrients are too large for our body to absorb directly. That is why digestion is needed. Digestions break large food molecules into smaller molecules that can be absorbed and used by our cells. There are two main types of digestions: mechanical digestions and chemical digestions. Mechanical digestions means physically breaking food into smaller pieces. This happens mainly when we chew food with our teeth and when the stomach muscles mix the food. Chemical digestions use substances such as enzymes and acids to break food down into smaller molecules. For example, carbohydrates are eventually broke down into simple sugars such as glucose. Proteins are broken down into amino acids, while fats are broken down into fatty acids and other smaller molecules. These substances can then be absorbed and used by the body. Another important part of digestion is movement. The digestion tract uses our muscles to move food from one organ to another. This movement is called peristalsis. It happens automatically, meaning we do not have to consciously control every movement of food through our digestive system. The digestive system also has protective mechanisms. For example, the stomach produces mucus that helps protect its lining from stomach acid. The digestive tract also contains immune cells and other defenses that help protect the body from harmful substances and microorganisms that may enter with food. The digestive system also communicates with the brain. This connection is sometimes called the good-brain connection. Signals between the digestive tract and the nervous system can influence things such as appetite, digestion, and how we feel. This shows that digestion is connected to more than just eating and processing food. Okay, thank you for watching my video. See you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.